No one enjoys being at the mercy of others. It's a vulnerable, often frustrating place to be, especially when your progress hinges on someone else's promise. And yet, life has a way of placing us in precisely that predicament. Recently, I hired someone to complete a job for me. He assured me, clearly and confidently, that it would be done by the end of the week. That deadline came and went. Despite multiple calls, reminders, and attempts to nudge the project forward, the work remains unfinished. And now the entire endeavor is stalled, held hostage by one person's failure to follow through. It's maddening. But as I sat with that frustration, I reminded myself that nothing happens by accident. Everything is guided by divine providence, Hashgacha Proteus. And wouldn't you know it, this week's Parsha Seitzei, speaks directly to this issue. In Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 24, we read, Moitzos v'asecha tishmor v'asisa. Observe and do whatever issues from your lips. You can't get clearer than this. The Torah doesn't just encourage us to keep our word, it commands it. Words are not casual. They're sacred. They're binding. There's a well-known saying, a man is only as good as his word. In Jewish thought, this idea runs deep. A wise rabbi once said, words create worlds. Through speech, we build trust, relationships, and community, and without it, society collapses into chaos. Sometimes the only thing a person truly owns is their own word. Wealth can vanish, status can fade, but once you lose your integrity, it's nearly impossible to reclaim it. When someone gives their word, they're offering a piece of themselves. To break it is not just a logistical inconvenience, it's a moral failure. As I reflected on this man's disregard for his own promise, my thoughts turned inward. I asked myself, how do I treat my own words? What do I say each day, and do I live by it? Every morning before we rise from bed, Jews recite, Moda ani lefanecha. I offer thanks to you, living and eternal King, for you have mercifully restored my soul within me. Your faithfulness is great. These are the first words we speak each day. They're not just a ritual, they're a declaration, a recognition that God has restored our soul and given us another chance to live with purpose. But here's the challenge. Once we leave the comfort of those morning moments, it's easy to forget. The day rushes in, emails, errands, obligations, and the sacredness of our words can slip away. Yet, if we truly internalize the Moda Ani, it transforms everything. When we begin the day acknowledging God's faithfulness in us, we are reminded to honor our commitments, to speak truth, to be reliable, not just in grand gestures, but in the small everyday promises we make. I've learned from this experience how deeply we rely on others' words, and how much responsibility comes with our own. It's a call to live with integrity, not just because it's noble, but because it's necessary. So the next time you say, I'll do it, or I'll be there, or I promise, pause. Remember Deuteronomy 23:24. Remember Moda Ani. And remember that your words are not just sounds. They're sacred tools that shape the world around you. So let's use them wisely. I wish you a good Shabbos.